Hello, good day, and welcome to another interesting edition of Transportation Agenda Magazine, the platform where we x-ray issues in the transportation sector. My name is Abike Awojobi. And today I'm in the capital city of Akure in Ondo State, the Sunshine State. Now, Ondo State is strategically located as a gateway to agricultural areas in the north and the transport hub for resources in the west. The state offers natural geographic advantages for logistics and transportation. Goods from the south and the east traveling west and north, they pass through the state, making it an ideal location for this business. Now, to discuss more about the transportation sector, for us on this program today is the Permanent Secretary of Ondo State Ministry of Transportation, Mr. Olufemi Ayodele. It's my pleasure to have you on the program. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to Ondo State.
Thank you very much. It's homecoming for me, actually.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So you're the Permanent Secretary under the leadership of His Excellency,
Sure.
Governor Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, the
Yes.
Executive Governor of Ondo State.
Yes.
So can you tell us some of the milestone achievements that has happened in the transportation sector so far?
In the state.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Our Governor, His Excellency, Dr. Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa, has put up a lot of activities and projects to promote transportation in Ondo State. First of all, when you talk about transportation, you have to talk about roads. We have roads, we have rails, we have water, and so on and so forth. So in all these sectors, the governor has started executing a lot of projects. Though he came in not quite long, he was sworn in on 24th February this year, which is less than a year now. Though he succeeded his former master, Governor Maritime Akeredolu, and a lot of projects were also put in place. A lot of roads construction were ongoing. And as the governor of Ondo State, since he came in, he has also initiated a lot of road projects in order to promote transportation, easy transportation in Ondo State.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, does Ondo State have a transport policy in place to help execute some of these transport initiatives?
Yes, we have a transport policy in Ondo State. Though the law of the ministry is presently at the ESCO, but the Ministry of Transport as a ministry has mandate, and those mandates could be regarded as the transport policy of the state.
Okay.
And what are these mandates? And the bedrock is that in Ondo State, the governor believes that all the transportation facet supposed to be in place. We talk about road, we talk about water, maritime, we talk about rail. And the major policy is that to promote socio-economic development of the state. And that is why, as the governor, as we are constructing road in the urban community, we are also connecting the rural community. Because the essence of this transportation is for easy transportation is to promote the socio-economic welfare of the people, to make life easy for the people, to ensure that the resources from the hinterland, from the farms, are brought to the community, to the urban centers. And also, many of our resources also, or the government is also planning that they can also be exported. So the policy is that we want to connect and ensure that all the facets of transportation, being road, being air, being maritime, are put in place. So everything to put in place and promote the socio-economic life of the people. So that is the major focus of the Ondo State transport policy.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Let's take it one after the other.
Okay.
Let's look at roads, for example. So I've been to about 3 local governments, and I see that there are a lot of road projects ongoing. Yes. But the question is, what is the ministry doing to ensure that this project are speed up, okay, in such a way that our commuters can have free and safe travel all year round?
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, when the governor came in this year, so he promised that, I told you that he is part of the last administration, there were a lot of roads that were awarded. And he has promised that he's going to complete all those roads. And apart from that, early this year, around March, the governor has also awarded a lot of roads in the state. As a matter of fact, the roads that have been awarded were awarded across the 18 local governments of the state. In each local government, there were 5-kilometer roads, and majorly, those roads were meant to bring out what they call it, the produce from the villages. And apart from that, we also have this RAM, Rural Asset and Marketing Road, that were made for the community in order for farm settlement, for the produce from the farm settlement to be brought to the community. So the governor has put up a lot of road projects currently, in order to make life easy for the people, or dualization of Akure to Idanre is ongoing.
Yes, I was going to ask you that.
It's all right.
Are there any major ones?
Yes, there are major ones.
Quite impactful. I'd like to speak more about it.
Yes. So we have Akure to Idanre, which is ongoing. If you look at the economic benefit of Idanre, Idanre is noted for cocoa production. And you know that Ondo State is the greatest producer of cocoa in Nigeria. So the policy of the governor is so strategic. It's not that we are that is just awarding roads, construction roads. So he has awarded dualization of Akure to Idanre in order for people in that area to be able to bring their cocoa out. You know, this cocoa, many of it are being processed here. And I will also come to that. You know, we also have a catalytic cocoa industry.
Catalytic
cocoa industry. In order to add value before cocoa is being exported. So, but we are still talking on road. Dualization of Idanre is very strategic because of the economic value, the products that are coming from there. We have logging activities also coming from there. And also, he has also awarded dualization of Okitiwupa to Igbokoda.
Okay.
Yes. When I say his policy are strategic, Okitiwupa to Igbokoda, when we are talking about Igbokoda, Ondo is an oil producing state. So in this axis, where we have crude oil, there must be accessibility. And not only that, recently, the state has also gotten approval. That's gotten approval for construction of this CP port. We have gotten approval, and for your information, the president will be coming in February.
February next year.
February next year. Just some few months from here to lay the foundation of this deep sea port. So the governor has awarded that contract, and the work has also commenced. So in other words, the roads that have been constructed in Ondo State were deliberate and strategic. And if you look at the road coming from Lagos to Calabar Road, the coastal road is going to pass through Ondo State.
Okay.
So the one being awarded at Okitiwupa to Igbokoda is going to link that road. Are you with me?
Yes.
So those roads were strategic. And apart from this big one, we have Ikare, Akongba Road being dualized, a lot of roads like that. Because of accessibility from the north, goods coming up from the north. So we also have other roads within the state, within the big cities. And that is why I think when you came yesterday, you said, Akure, no hold up, no this, no this. So there couldn't be hold up. Because if you are coming from First Bus Bank, there are many link roads. So government is taking cognizance of that. So very many link roads in order to make movement very easy.
Okay, so that's great for the capital.
For the capital, the same thing for for other local governments.
You know, you mentioned that across the
18 local governments, yes.
Road projects are ongoing.
Ongoing.
Which is fine. Now, these are new projects. What about the existing roads?
Yeah.
What is the ministry doing to ensure that they are well maintained so that, for example, most of those farmers bringing in their produce, like you rightly said,
yes.
can be able to do that seamlessly?
Yes. For the rural roads, apart from the asphalt overlay road, we also have earth road being constructed by what we call RAM, Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project. So they focus attention on the rural roads, and they are constructing rural roads across the state. And for the existing roads, also in Ministry of Works, apart from constructing the major roads, we also have a direct labor department. That direct labor department now ensure the maintenance of the existing roads. As a matter of fact, they don't only work during the day, they also work in the night. Sometimes they work in the night to ensure that commuters are not disturbed. So there are some roads that when you see it in the afternoon, by the time you in the following morning, see that those places have been fixed. See? So maintenance of existing one are also ongoing.
So effectively, there's a synergy between the Ministry of Transportation and Works.
Yes. For your information, this ministry was established in April 2009. Before then, Ministry of Works and Transport, they were together. We were together. Ministry of Works, Lands, Housing, and Transport. It used to be one ministry. But because government want efficiency, so in 2009, during the time of Dr. Olufemi, this ministry was created, deliberately created, in order to ensure that transportation is well taken care of. So, and since then, subsequent government they have been following the same suit. They have been following suit. So the ministry will work hand in hand. We work hand in hand with Ministry of Infrastructure, or what we know as Infrastructure, Ministry of Works. The moment we discover that there are impediments to movement of people, we alert them. And not only that, also in the ministry here, you see, when you say we see have free flow of traffic in Akure, yes. In our ministry here, we have a department known as State Traffic Control, Sunshine State Traffic Control. Presently, they are in town. If you park at obstruction, your vehicle will be impounded. So that is how we have it in major city in Ondo State. We have them in major city in Ondo State. And we also have a truck that can lift even a trailer. So our ministry and Ministry of Works, we work together, and we give sometimes we give them information and we give them advice that look, we discover that it's all right, we carry out a survey that there is need for a road to be here. That if there is link, there's need probably for a link road between Akure and Ijare, it's our responsibility as a Ministry of Transport to advise them. So there is a synergy between our ministry and Ministry of Works.
Okay, great. So the program is still Transportation Agenda Magazine, where we are exploring issues in the transportation sector, and specifically here in Ondo State. My guest is the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Olufemi Ayodele. Now let's look at one of the major services that government has to provide for its citizens in terms of transportation, which is accessible transportation. What is the state doing to ensure that public transportation especially is quite accessible and affordable for the citizens?
Well, one of the policy of government, and here as a ministry, here as a Ministry of Transport, we are the one controlling and managing the affair of the road, this National Union of Road Transport, and this Transport Owner Association. As a matter of fact, we ensure that the transportation fare they have to charge, we also monitor them. They cannot just charge arbitrary price.
Is there any form of subsidy from the government to reduce transportation costs?
When we say subsidy, let me come to this. Apart from subsidy, government of Ondo State is operating what we call free shuttle buses and free shuttle boats.
Oh,
Free for students.
Okay, great.
For students, all the students in Ondo State, government is operating free shuttle buses and free shuttle boats. The free shuttle buses commenced in year 2012. So it stopped temporarily and it's resumed in year 2023 when fuel subsidy was removed. Are you with me? Mm-hmm. So when fuel subsidy was removed, and since 2023 it has continued unabated. And not only that, government did not stop at buses. Government also has free shuttle boats in the riverine areas of Ilaje and Nesoro. As we speak, every day, this ministry, that project is under this ministry. We lift students from their home to their various schools every day. Free.
Oh, that's impressive.
Free. Now I am coming. Free.
Do we have numbers to back this up, like the total number of students that have been ferried through and through? Do you have numbers?
In a day, we pick no less than 10,000.
10,000 students?
Yes, 10,000.
That's great.
And for your information, if a student is coming from that town to Ashaye, in a day, the student will spend 2 and 1,000. And there are some parents that have 3 kids in this school. So it means that 1,603. How much is that? That is going to about 5,000 naira.
Yes, sir.
5,000 naira. So it means that in a day for a home, government is subsidizing transportation costs with 5,000 naira for a home, for a family.
From a family of 3.
For a family of 3, for a family of 1,600 per day. And we leave them for this term now. We have 13 weeks. We are going to carry them. We have started in September. And this time we end 12th December.
So this is in the capital and probably other major
we operate
cities.
in all the 18 local governments of the state.
This free shuttle buses.
This free shuttle is at Bokoda, or Akomba. You are from Akomba?
Yes, I am.
It's at Akomba. You can call them from there now.
Okay.
And inquire. So, in other words, we carry the students, but the parents are supposed to pay. Coming back to the question now, whether there is something. Parents are supposed to pay. Indirectly, government is giving the students.
That's a good one. Kudos to the governor of Ondo State on that. Okay, so away from road, let's look at maritime, your inland waterways.
Okay.
So Ondo State has a lot of creeks and rivers, and the question is, how well is the state maximizing these natural resources, to improve inland waterways in the state?
Oh, thank you very much. Incidentally, I'm from the
riverine area. Okay,
of the state.
That's great.
And I want to tell you that our economic activities depend on water. Our parents, my parents were fishermen. Also, my father was a timber contractor. Mm-hmm. And this water, we use this water to fish, to do logging activities. You don't know, we logging activity from from Bokoda. They convey their log from there to Dukemeta in Lagos City. Do you know about that?
That was a long stretch.
Yes. So the creek has been a valuable economic activity. As a matter of fact, if not recently, many of those boys will not even bother coming to Akure, coming to this area. Because we have a lot of resources, we are so endowed in that area. So the people that we are so endowed, you go to the river, you be able to fish immediately, you sell it. And apart from that, There are some also that also go to the ocean, Atlantic Ocean. You know that Ondo State, we also have Atlantic Ocean, the longest coastline in Nigeria, the longest unbroken coastline in Nigeria.
Unbroken coastline.
Unbroken coastline in Nigeria, we have it. So the maritime industry, the government is now trying to maximize to promote the blue economy. Blue economy in the state. In the first place, I told you that the state government, in order to ensure that these creeks, rivers are well maintained, government use to evacuate water hazard. I don't know whether you have heard about it.
Oh yes, that weed.
Yeah, very
spread across the waters.
Yes.
Yes.
Every year we evacuate water hazard. River, in order to allow free transportation, in order to allow our people to go to their fishing park easily, in order to allow our people to be able to complete their love from Ilaje, from SL to Lagos. So last year, government voted for almost 1 billion naira. 1 billion. And this year also, we have a budget of 1.2 billion naira. That of last year, we have done it, and this year is ongoing. 1.2 billion naira to clear the waterways from weeds, from logs, from other broken items.
So essentially, you're saying now that the maritime sector in Ondo State is safe.
Very, very safe. And when you and not like that, and also not only that, government has also provided that jacket. You know, in the riverine area, our major transportation is either the paddle, either you use fly boat, either you use this other bigger one. Because there is other bigger one that convey people. We call it the inbound. We convey people, passenger from riverine area, from Bokoda, from
Are they local boats or motorized boats?
Motorized boats.
Okay.
Motorized boats. They are being built even locally.
Locally.
They are being built by at the Ayodele community. Have you heard about that before? They build it. So they convey people. I think the bigger one can convey about 200.
Wow.
Yes. From
that's like Marco Polo.
To Lagos. Then we have the flying boat. So, but the safety aspect is that government in 2023 they provided life jacket, over 6,000 life jacket. They distributed it to the boats that are flying in the marine community. That's not all. Also interests me that apart from this, because of the kind of piracy here and there, government has also engaged local security people. There is one in SLD, there's another one in Ilaje. Government is paid heavily. Government is paid there through Osaka.
To ensure that the creeks are safe.
To ensure that the creeks are safe. They are at strategic location in the creek. Government is paying them every month. So government is doing a lot to ensure safety. Apart from giving them life jacket, apart from having some sign, physical sign, they also provide security, engage security services for people like shoot aside and go or so on so forth. So our government is paying them to those companies everything.
So you mentioned the case of piracy. Yes. on the seas or on the waters.
Yes.
And that's one of the challenges that will face the maritime sector in Ondo State. Yes. But what other challenges are there that probably has not allowed the state to fully maximize its water resources?
Well, one of the challenges is funding.
Funding.
Yes.
That's a universal challenge.
So it's funding the level we are trying to attain. Funding has not get there. So funding is one of the major things. Aside from that, I don't see any other challenges. And another challenge, but people are now getting interested. Another challenge is
getting investors. The beach there is better than the other, because the beach there, the beach there is with sand, no more. It's purely sand. So that place is also crying for investment. So, and thank God, the governor is doing everything humanly possible. Because by the time we have to, at the matter of fact, government has constructed roads from the Mokoda to Aaron seaside.
So what are you giving as leverage to for investors? Yes. So what should they get in return apart from say money? Is there any other thing that should attract them? Because Ondo State with its resources should be able to attract quality investors.
That's what I'm saying. That government is constructing road, is making that area, that environment to be enabling. The government has constructed road. Government also has constructed road from Bogoda to Alakwe, about 32.7 kilometer road, Alakwe. So roads has been constructed in this area. And let me also quickly say that on those states now, we are planning a rail line. No, federal government is trying to build rail from Lagos, Lagos, or Benin. Then the southwest region, they are trying to have a common rail. But on those states, and go beyond that, on those states now want to connect their own rail from Ore to the port. Yeah, because the port is the president is coming in February.
Commission is
no, not the commission.
The foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
And also investors are already covered me about a month ago. An MOU was signed by an oil producing by an investor coming to build refinery. Refinery, yes. Refinery at Alate. So
there's a rumor that Dangote's refinery ought to have been situated in Ondo State. But for one reason or the other, it moved to Lagos. Are you trying to avoid the mistake of the past?
There are rumors, but Dangote as a businessman, will want to establish industry where he or she will maximize profit. At the time I'm talking, there were no good roads to where Dangote want to establish it, his refinery. But today we have good roads. Those are the things that can attract investors. So that rumor that maybe somebody wanted to negotiate with you. You want to tell me that is refinery in Lagos is that the people did not negotiate. So it was purely economic reason. As a businessman, you want to maximize profit. It's not that somebody is negotiating with him. You want to maximize profit. And he has looked around, he's now thought, okay, it's easy for him to build his refinery in that place because of road network and things like that. But don't say you have realized that. You have built a lot of roads. You have built a lot of roads. The government has built a lot. It's building. We have built and we are still building.
So essentially, what you're saying now is that Ondo State is ripe for investors.
We are more than ready. We are prepared. Because we are making transportation easy. For people who want to come as a matter of fact, if you get to RMC side, from RMC side to BI, just 45 minutes. Yes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
From Ondo State
from
to Lagos.
Side, Ondo State to Lagos is 45 minutes.
Wow.
Although the governor is also in the process in conjunction with Topadec and NDDC to construct that road. We are fully ready. Thank God the governor probably is from that place. So I want to assure you, my sister, before the end of the first tenure of government, this governor, Dr. Olufemi Ayodele, that you are Ondo State will transform. Okay. And by the time, the economy with all modesty, God has told me that the resources of the state are loaded in the south. God has done it. We are still talking about crude oil. We also have bitumen. So all this, by the time you have good roads, you have rail, and also currently, the federal government, we are also on it, this ministry, Godalisa, Municipal government, Godalisa, we call it Godalisa.
Godaliza.
Godalisa, yes.
Godaliza, okay.
Yes. Formally, it has an aerodrome.
Oh.
Where this large plane normally land. But we are in the process of having an airport. Airport at Godalisa. We are in the process.
That will make it two airports in the States.
Yes, in the States.
That's great.
And by that we have that. You have seaport, you have refinery, you have airport, you have rail. So people will come and do business.
So essentially the state is building a multi-modal approach.
That is right.
Linking not just communities in Ondo State, but also other states in the country.
Indeed, yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
In the country, the multi-modal. And when we talk about transport goods, transport human beings, people can move easily to where they want to do business.
That's great. So, in all of these interventions in the transportation sector in Ondo State, the question is, has this translated into jobs for the people? Are we seeing a surge of jobs in the transportation sector, new jobs, existing jobs? Are there innovations, that's springing up jobs for the sector in the States?
Yes, jobs are coming up. Jobs are coming up. So by the time when we talk about jobs, we have former and informal. When we talk about jobs, we talk about former ones like that. The former one, those roles, let me tell you something. By the time we give job to a contractor, realization of Akure to Idari. So the contractor can only be maybe one or two experts.
So there's a standing rule.
No, I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
So all the rest of people that job will employ, the job is going to last for 3 years. That rule, all the people that want to employ will be from the locality. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. So
in that last, by the time you give them, you are consulting according to the journey. Now, if you go to that site now, that's why I say we have former and informal. So those activities, those transportation activities are also creating jobs. People are having something to do. People can go to that place, get job, let them pay that daily, monthly.
It's a good one here in Ondo State, and I'm sure the citizens of Ondo State, you're listening, you're hearing, and it seems to be a new dawn for us in Ondo State, especially in the transportation sector. Thank you so much, sir, for the insights that you have shared with us in the transportation sector for the state. But before I close, I would like to ask this question. What's the long-term vision for the transport sector in the states? What are we looking at?
Yes, we are looking at the transport sector that will promote the social, economic welfare of the people, that will make life easy for the people, that when I say social economic activity, that can bring money to the pockets of people, that can make them to live a better life, that can also make them to move from Akure to Boko. That's you need to stretch yourself. So you choose the type of transportation you want to use. The convenient form that will be easy and also that will be safe. Because we also concerned on safety. This department we are concerned on safety. That is why the various departments we have here, the VIO, this and that, vehicle inspection, we are concerned on safety, so that, and we also give awareness to people. So our vision, transport policy or transportation policy in Ondo State, and to promote the social, economic well-being of the people.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been a delight speaking with you. And it is on this note that we bring this to a close My guest has been the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Ondo State, Mr. Olufemi Ayodele, and he has shared with us some of the amazing achievements and interventions in the transportation sector in Ondo State. It's a new dawn in Ondo State under the leadership of His Excellency, Governor Lucky Orimisan Ayedatiwa. And on this note, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this program. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us across all our social media platforms. Till I come your way next time, please do have a wonderful day.